Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Gemini. It just got an upgrade recently to the 2.5 Pro Gemini, and I started using it and recently have upgraded to the Pro version, which is about 20 bucks a month. And I wanted to show you some of the ways that I'm using it, particularly using the Google Maps. So that's going to be the focus. This is going to be a quick tutorial today that shows you exactly how you can use this really efficiently for research or for travel. I wanted to start off today with a quick example of how I used this really recently just to check something real quick. So just a little bit about me. I cover the supermarket industry for a publication known as Supermarket News. And so every day I'm looking at press releases and websites and different information. And I came across this today on the foodpartners.com website. And basically it says Harps Food Stores has entered into a purchase agreement to acquire Doc's Food Stores. And it gives a list of some of the places where, or the towns, the names of the cities where these stores are located. So they're in Bixby, Collinsville, Coweta, Fairview, Glenpool, Newkirk, Okmulgee, Oologah, Sapulpa, and Watauga. These are all in my home state of Oklahoma. So this really stood out to me, and I recognize some of these. For instance, my mom taught elementary school in Bixby when I was growing up, but other of these towns I hadn't heard of, and I wasn't sure exactly where in the state they were. So I thought it would be really interesting to try to use Gemini, because there is a way to use the maps to look all of these up at once. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. The first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't done this already with Gemini, is go to the settings portion and go to apps, and you're going to want to scroll down and make sure that Google Workspace, this section, is clicked on. So it connects your Gmail, Google Docs, Google Drive, and many of the other Google tools that are available. So once you're done, I've had that set up for a while. You can click out of that, and we'll just go back to the home screen. And what we're going to do is we'll highlight the names of these towns and copy them. And then we're going to go back to Google, or to Gemini rather, and type an @ symbol. And when you type an @ symbol in the prompt in Gemini, it's going to bring up all of these tools, all of these various tools that can be used. So there's Calendar, Google Keep, Google Gmail, Google Docs, all of these things. And we're going to click on Google Maps. You can also just do it by typing like this and Google Maps. And it'll bring that up. And I just want to ask it, make a map with all of these cities. And here it is. It's showing the map. You can kind of zoom in and out of it. It's just like any typical Google map. And as you can see, most of them are located, most of these cities are located around Tulsa. There really aren't many, none near Oklahoma City. And then there are a few in other parts of the state, but most of these are in kind of suburban Tulsa, which is where I grew up. And so I thought that that was really useful, because now you can see, like, if you're looking at a big list of places like this, you can really get a better sense of what you're looking at, you know, especially if you don't know the names of cities or that sort of thing. You can also share this and export it to a Google Doc, or you can draft an email with it. I wanted to give another example of how I used this really recently. I was visiting New York, and spent the day in Brooklyn and wanted to sort of go and see the sights and check out some stores and maybe see some museums and just kind of take in as much of Brooklyn as I possibly could. But I didn't have a tour guide map or anything like that. I hadn't really had time to do a bunch of research. So I just said, I just typed in, give me a walking tour of Brooklyn and show me all of the places on a map. So here it is, starting to create the list of items to do. Start by walking across the Brooklyn Bridge, explore the down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, and all these things come up, and then it creates this little map for you as well. Again, this is kind of new technology to me. I have played around a little bit with the Gmail and some of the other functions. Again, if you type in @ into the prompt here, it brings up all of these other options that you can do. So Google Docs and Drive and all of this kind of stuff. So I'm just kind of getting my feet wet. I saw this function and thought it was like one of the coolest things ever. Honestly, the first time I used it was a few days ago when I was doing this walking tour of Brooklyn. And then it occurred to me when I saw the list today of these stores that might be purchased, I just decided to drop it in and see if I could get a map and get a better sense of sort of the overlay of what this would look like in Oklahoma. So I'm going to keep playing around with Gemini and its integration of these Google tools. But it's really interesting stuff, and I think it can be really helpful the more you use it and the more you think about it. So thanks a lot for watching, and keep an eye out for my upcoming next video. Thanks.